Hi, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Katie Wismer. I am an author. I write fantasy and romance books. If I'm very shiny, I just put like a ton of oil on my face. I'm about to get ready and I wanted to let it sink in. So we're gonna start a new vlog today. It's Wednesday and I don't have a reason for starting this vlog other than like I was in a good mood today and I thought that would be a good day to start a vlog. I've already made my to-do list for today and honestly I got so much done yesterday that today I'm gonna take it a little bit easier. I only have a few things. So I have one ongoing problem in my manuscript. It's not a problem. It's become a complicated thing to fix because originally the scene was in point A and I needed to cut it. It didn't belong there. So then I needed to move it to point B, but it wasn't as simple as just like move it, domino effect. It was gonna be a big thing. So then I had to do like half of it in point B, half of it will be in point C, and then everything between point B and point C needs to be altered to fit that. So it's been an ongoing slow process to fix this. So I want to finish that whole thing today. And then other than that, I just want to pre-make some videos for social media for marketing, put away my laundry, and we're gonna film the Self-Pub 101 video for Patreon today. Vlog club already went up over there. Looks like this. You might notice I'm in a different place. I did a little rearranging of the furniture around here. So I did a little writing space makeover, show you in that vlog. Had a couple of like night writing things, showed you a little haul. I got some productivity things for the new year. That's over there. For the Self-Pub 101 video, I've been going back and forth on what I wanted to do this month. And for inspiration, I like looked back at the previous videos and November was my best income month ever. And the last time I had my best income month ever was in 2022 and I made a video like all about that and doing a deep dive. So I feel like it's only fitting to like make an updated version of that for this month. So that's kind of my plan, to talk about that. So I'm gonna get ready and we're gonna film that in a little bit. That's the plan for today. Before we get into the rest of the video, thank you so much to Dossy for sponsoring today's vlog. You can't see him right now. Dean has joined us. If you've been around on my channel for a while, then you know that Dossy is my fragrance company of choice, both for everyday perfumes, and then I've also incorporated them into my writing routine. So Dossy makes dupes for luxury scents, and then they also have their new Dossy Originals line. So you can go onto their site. If you have a specific perfume in mind, you can search through that, or you can just scroll through and it'll tell you which perfume each scent was inspired by. And I have made them a part of my writing routine for years now. I choose one of their perfumes for each of my projects and I always wear it when I'm working on the book, so I create this scent association with it. So my current project scent is Floral Honeysuckle, and I feel like it's super helpful for productivity because every time I smell it, like I know my brain knows like, okay, now we're focusing on this thing. But I also like very specifically choose the scents to match kind of the vibe of the book. So when I'm working on a small town cutesy contemporary, I go for these more like light and floral scents. They have feminine, masculine, and kind of unisex scents, so I tend to get the more like masculine, earthy, woody kind of scents when I'm working on darker fantasy books. And the mood shift when you smell that, it's so helpful. So if you want to check them out, I'll have a link down below in the description. I can't recommend them enough. They have such a wide selection. They're also clean, cruelty free, and vegan. They don't give me a headache, and perfumes usually give me a headache, so I feel like if you're also sensitive to fragrance, this might be a good pick for you. And without further ado, let's get into the rest of the vlog. Hey guys, welcome back to the Patreon page and welcome to the final Self-Pub 101 video of the year. Okay, we have filmed the Patreon video. That was over 30 minutes of me sitting here and talking. It'll be shorter once I sit there and edit it, but now I'm a little bit tired of talking. Now, almost noon. My main thing that I wanted to get done today is to work on the book, work on Tell Me It's Wrong. And I prefer to work on it at night, so I'm like kind of waiting for that. So honestly, I might sit down and just like immediately start editing that video I just filmed while I wait. Not that I have to wait long, it'll get dark here at 4 p.m. So, I realized that I gave Patreon the tour of the new place, not you guys so much. So let me show you briefly around what looks different. Basically it started because I wanted to put the chair over here. Mr. Dean is enjoying it right now. Because I like to journal, read some nonfiction, drink my coffee in the morning, and I just thought this would be a nice place to do that. It's a nice little view. Meditate over here. And Dean, not that I ever get to use this chair because Dean sits in it all the time now. So then I figured if the chair is over here, the couch should probably be over here. And I want the TV to be at an angle that like when people are over, that was the reason to get the chair in the first place, to have more seating. So if I do have a need for more than one person to be able to see the TV, I wanted that possibility. So we put that there. And then don't mind that, that's just inside because it was raining. Puzzle table, couch. So this is like the little, and then I moved the rug over here to try and like section this off as the living room. And then when I moved everything, obviously the wall situation changed, so that is a work in progress. I left Dino's portrait up there. I feel like I want to put stuff around here, but I don't know what yet. And so then I tried to like section off the office. And honestly, would it have been more viable to put this somewhere else? Potentially, but I wanted to prioritize my own experience when I'm sitting there rather than how it looks in the apartment. Of course. Like, I wanted this view while I work. So that was why I put that there, even though it might not be the best place to put it. My little cart. But it all did kind of fit in here with the bookshelf, my printer. Put some stuff up on the walls, moved the cat tree over here. Finally moved the bar stools back to the actual counter so I can sit there now instead of having them at the window, because now Dean has the chair for the window. So that's the update. Alright, don't look at how dirty my screen is. I just finished the rough cut of that video. Looks like it's gonna be about 20 minutes long, and it took me about 45 minutes. Somebody has not moved. Now we are off to find something to eat. I'm gonna be boring and just eat the same thing I had for dinner last night. So we're gonna make one of these. And I put it on one of these with some vegan ranch and some pickles, and it's so good. I was thinking I wanted to get some kind of workout in too, but honestly today might need to be more of like an active recovery day. I might just like walk, do some yoga and stuff, because I am so sore from yesterday. Like, I am struggling. I did upper body and I went for a run, and I've been trying to get better at push-ups because I used to be really good at them and I lost that. The strength, it's not there anymore. And now my arms and my chest and my triceps are so sore. I was literally like trying to do my makeup and I was like, I can't get my arm past here. Like, I can't lift it. And then I'm like shaking trying to do my eyeliner. Like, I'm in pain. Okay, I just ended up finishing the video and posting it, so it's now up on Patreon. I gotta be honest with you, the writing, it might not happen today. How am I supposed to work when he's being so cute? The second I moved to that pillow, he scooched right in. We're having a movie night. It's actually not that late. It's like 5 o'clock, but I'm so tired. Are you just being so handsome? And I feel like I've been productive in other ways. Got some video stuff taken care of and whatnot, so if it doesn't happen tonight. The problem is I have come up with like 4 different solutions at this point that I've decided like, oh yeah, that's it, that's the way I'm gonna fix it, and then I like think about it for a little bit and then I change my mind and I do something different. So the solution that I've decided on, it's still, I don't know if it's still quite right, because this is the perfect place to insert this scene timeline wise and chronologically, but like the tone, it's gonna take some convincing to be able to make that work, to have that kind of tone switch mid chapter. And I don't know if I want to force that or if it's gonna come across like I'm forcing it. But then if it doesn't fit here, I have to figure out something else. And I've like brainstormed other ideas, but none that I'm like totally sold on. So I think my like procrastinating and like not working on it is because something's not right, and I still know that, and I still don't know how I'm gonna fix it. So maybe we'll sleep on it. Perhaps a problem for tomorrow. Dean and I are watching Chaos Walking. Okay, so I haven't worked on the book, but I think I may have figured something out. So here's my problem. This is such like a tightrope part of the book, and everything has to happen in a very particular order because the tone and the mood of the book shifts so drastically with a couple of events here. And so like certain things cannot happen after this event happens. So, but there's only so much time before this event happens to like fit things into. So, and this is something that's important. This needs to happen, but it can't happen after this, but it can't happen before this. So it's just this like balancing act. And my problem is the start of this chapter, the start of this scene sets a certain tone, but this is like a mandatory thing. This has to happen, and it has to happen here. And then this thing that I'm trying to add has to happen here, but it's the polar opposite tone wise. So putting them into the same scene in that order, I just like, it's trying to fit like a round peg in a square hole, whatever the saying is. So I'm thinking maybe if I can just like slightly tweak it so this happens first and then this happens after, that drastic tone shift is more believable. So I've been like trying to figure out, can I move things to somewhere else? And it might just be as simple as swapping the two. It's not going to be as simple as that when I'm like actually doing it, but in theory, like the general idea of doing that might be better. So anyway, I don't think I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm still like, I don't want to sit and start tweaking things and making a mess of this until I've decided that like, yes, this is absolutely the change I want to make. So I'm gonna sleep on it, but I think that might be the solution that I need here. I'm pretty happy about that actually. It sounds very simple, but I have gone through a million different scenarios before I came to this one, and this one is the one that feels the best so far. We finished the movie. Minor spoilers if you haven't seen it. Like, there were so many animal deaths in that movie that I was not prepared for. I didn't realize that was gonna happen. So that was like really upsetting for me. I should not have watched that. And like on-screen animal deaths. Horrible.
Was it all just a dream, just all in my head? Floating rivers upstream, the things that you said.
I need right under here. Right in here. We're working on the scene. There's 3 parts to it. I just finished part 1, so 2 more to go. I should say there's 3 parts to this chapter, kind of not exactly split into 3 scenes, but 3 scenes-ish. We've moved to the desk. Max has come with us. She's feeling social today. She doesn't always want to hang out with me all day like this. Thank you. I'm happy you're here.
No.